Welcome to another post-match commentary video. Today we're gonna be looking at a match I played yesterday in rank 24. So let's get started. Alright, so we got two active monsters right now, the Vargas and the Curse Kid. We've got a second Vargas down here. Probably have to deal with him soon. So I've got three really good Vargas killing spells. So one of the most obvious things to do, and this probably the safest thing to do, would be to step down here and just like rotisserie the Vargas or something. But I want to be a little more efficient than that, so I was looking for a way I could kind of like get the Vargas and the Curse Kid at the same time. So I decided on firebombing the Curse Kid to knock the Vargas off, then using the flame to kill the Curse Kid and his demon squid simultaneously. So now we've awoken the Vargas down here. Again, the easiest thing to do would just to rotisserie him. I always have that option. That'd be easy and safe. But again, I was wanting to be a little more efficient because I was looking to do what I call a jump feint, and also use that same move to kill the Foxy up here. So what I call a feint is dashing or jumping away from a heavy and then moving back to lure them into your vortex you just created and then bumping them off. So I was hoping maybe I could position it to where I could jump, kill the Foxy, then move back and push the Vargas in the water, but it didn't look like it could work out without getting lucky or something, so I just decided to go for the rotisserie so I don't end up spawning a bunch of cinder squids, which I wouldn't want to have to deal with. So now I'm just left with the Foxy and the jelly, and so I just have to do a little dance with them to get both of them killed. But I like to take this little lull to talk about some monster aggro in general. And so, like, when this monster aggro is obviously a risk. If you aggro a lot of monsters, you're more likely to get swamped and die. But at the same time, all the most efficient and high scoring moves come from being in a crowd of monsters. So it's like a risk versus reward thing. Now, if your score goal's not very high, then you don't really need the benefit from aggroing monsters a lot of times. As long as you're just able to survive long enough, a lot of times you'll be able to make the score goal. But as the score goal gets higher, aggroing monsters is gonna become more and more necessary, because you're just not gonna be able to get to the score goal at all without it. And so I'm not sure that I'm at that point where I need to start being less conservative with aggro, or like significantly less conservative. But I have noticed that like a lot of times when I die now, it'll be because I basically just run out of gas. Like I'll be going and going, and then I'll get within like 20 or 15 points of the victory, and I'll just end up stuck between two hard groups of monsters and no more power tiles, and it just sort of ends there. But anyway, back to this match. I was thinking about maybe doing like a rotisserie thing on this pillar to get this monster to charge off, but I decided it'd be worth it to take the damage to use one rotisserie to kill both those monsters. So that's what I got set up with. I could have again used rotisserie just to kill this Curse Kid, but I wanted to get this brute involved for some more efficiency, and so just lined him up for a blast there. Pretty easy. Alright, so now we've got a lich in the picture. Maybe a couple options. Get her close to this flame. Maybe I could rotisserie her in, or maybe I could get jump back and use that, or perhaps get her in a vortex around here. That's why and then I got her over water as well, so there's a few options now. I have jump back. I'm gonna try and move here to get her in position to jump dunk her. It doesn't work out, but it's okay because I can always just jump kill her in this vortex now. And so yeah, I intentionally didn't kill that that's demon squid, and it's in the single vortex that was there earlier because I wanted to make sure there was a vortex left. So and then also moving back also got the lich over the water too. So I made sure to leave a vortex behind basically, just in case I needed it, which I did. All right, so now we've awoken quite a bit of monsters. Again, I could just use like a rotisserie on this Vargas, but I didn't really think that was my most efficient option, and so I decided to go with firebombing the Curse Kid, which would knock the giant off, and then I would just stay in place by dealing with this rat and allow the Curse Kid to move up to me and then bump him into his flame to kill him and his demon squid. And then I kill the rat with this move as well. So that brings down the monster density a bit. It is 2 spells for 3 monsters, which is normally good, but then I also have 2 bad monsters here. Luckily I still have Blast. So here I was considering like dropping a flow down here and then stepping into this flame to kill the trickster and then have the Vargas walk onto the flow. I like to call it thin icing the Vargas, but I wanted to see if maybe I could use the flow to sink the lich. So I held on to the flow. I'm not sure if that was the best option, but yeah, now I just use it to get the blast. 2 spells, 2 monsters, especially when that's your last 2 spells. That can sometimes not be worth it. Right now I wish I would have just pushed this rat, because then I would have got swapped and I could push the rat in the water here, but I don't think I saw that move for some reason, so I was trying to get move to the shore to get the trickster here pinned on the shore, so that kind of cost me a few turns. But going back to my discussion of my earlier move, I guess it was worth it in this case because they were the 2 most dangerous monsters in the area. So yeah, still just spending turns trying to get the trickster up against the water, which I finally do. But yeah, I think it would have been more efficient if I just pushed that rat earlier. Alright. So now I got most of my spells back, so that's good. I was kind of wishing I could get up in here so I could do a rotisserie on these two flyers. I think I like to call that kind of move like a tornado when you rotisserie multiple flyers together, because it's a pretty useful tactic in several situations, but it would be too expensive to get there to do it. But anyway, so yeah, I took care of the bat. Luckily the lich stepped over the water, so I got an easy jump dunk there. I was trying to see if I could get something going with this, with that Troggle, but it's too far away, and plus the only gap that he would charge across has a vortex on it, so it wouldn't work. So I was thinking of trying to do like a push step against that Curse Kid, where you push and then you step to the side, but I figured the squid would just get in the way, so I just decided to rotisserie it into the flame over there. So here, there was something better I could have done. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, I wish I would have stepped right there. I think I wish I would have stepped right here, and then the slime would be the slime and the curse kid would have lined up, and I could have blasted them, and so that way I wouldn't have to get knocked across this gap, which leaves me quite a ways from power tiles and alone with this Troggle. So I could have obviously just killed the Troggle right here with a spell, but I decided to try and get it on this flame. There was like a 50-50 shot, but I decided to go for it. Because if you wrap around here, it'll either move here, and then you can move here, and it will charge, or it'll do that, and it won't work out. And so yeah, now I was just thinking about wrapping it around to the shore to where it would be standing right here and I'd be standing right here, and then like bumping it in with the flame or something. So I was gonna try and do that, but then the Foxy decided to ruin everything like she likes to do. So I guess I went for it anyway. So yeah, just took the extra damage. Yeah, this isn't a great situation. Kind of cornered. Again, if I would have just done that blast earlier, this wouldn't have happened. I'd probably still be moving forward and getting power tiles. But, oh well. So yeah, now I'm cornered. So I'm just gonna firebomb here to kill the curse kid and get myself in the water to get out of this situation without too much damage. So now, luckily, there's still some power tiles over here. Alright, so I wanted to take care of this this guy without stepping onto the power tile right there, and I also wanted to try and use him to maybe try and get in position to kill the Troggle here, because I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to position it right. Well, I guess it would have worked out fine. Well, I don't know. These two vortexes would have kind of messed up any kind of charge on this side. So yeah, I kind of needed to get the Troggle set up to charge across this pond here. So that's why I left that that squid alive, so I can do something, so I could have more control over where I'm at and maybe be better, more easily get the Troggle charge set up properly. So I could just like blast this lich here. I didn't really want to do that because I'm probably a long ways from a power tile right now, and I might do like I was talking about earlier and just kind of run out of gas. And so I kind of wanted to maybe use the squid to kill her somehow, or maybe use his vortex. But now I've got another one in the picture, another lich in the picture, so now it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to kill them for free without dying. And then also there's a power tile here. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get it because of this squid might get in my way. But yeah, so step here. I could have rotisserie her into the vortex, but I decided it'd be better to blast this one and then send this one into the vortex here. So I was gonna rotisserie. I decided to not do that and instead do the firebomb instead. Yeah, I'm not sure it really mattered. I guess rotisserie is easier to use sometimes, I guess, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, I did that. Picked up the power tile right in time, so that was good. There's another one. There's two more. So yeah, closer to power tiles than could have been. Could have killed that rat for free easily, obviously, but I decided it'd be worth it to not drop to ones. And then I was just going to take the damage and take these power tiles, but I noticed how many power tiles there were here. And so I just decided just to take the extra time and walk around. Alright, so yeah, now we got the Troggle, but it's pretty easy to get him against this vortex here. Kill him. Just take care of the squid on its own. Alright, so the score goal here is 118, I believe, so I got 7 more points to go. And I've got plenty of power tiles to do with. So. Yeah, right here, I actually forgot what the score goal was, and I thought it was 114 because I had just been playing on rank 23. So that's why I blasted this bat, which isn't really a problem, but it's just less efficient than this move could have been, because I'm about to bait this Troggle into going onto the squid, and I probably could have got the bat with that same move, but it's whatever. Got the win. That's all that matters. So, yeah, that's another match. Hope you enjoyed watching it, and thanks for watching.